Hello everyone, welcome you all to Startup Bytes. My name is Guna, I'm a startup coach and the author of the book Startup Recipe. And in this Startup Bytes, we are discussing about a lot of new initiatives by various entrepreneurs and new startups. Here we have one person who was an entrepreneur earlier, but right now we have taken a new initiative helping people to have a deep sleep. That's what we're going to discuss today. So welcome Iggy sir for this show, and you have started something where you're helping people to have a deep sleep by helping them with a course for 21-day challenge. So how did you come into this? Why you started this from nowhere? What made you to start something relevant to this deep sleep coaching? Come on.
Okay, it was in the words of Tony Robbins, he'll say it's either pain or gain. I went through some pain when someone dear to me passed away suddenly. I mean, prematurely, he was cut down, less than 40, and perfectly good health, a runner, uh, no issues, no financial issues, business is good, family is good, health is good, no issues at all. Early morning, he wakes up, he feels uneasy, goes back to sleep, and by 10:30 is no more. Just and the doctors say it's only a heart attack. They are not able to say anything else because there's nothing wrong. They even took him to the hospital, but nothing was found. So this was so shocking because we looked at him at achieving so much because he was like less than 40, and he was a president of our Rotary Club, and his business was doing well. He was like really good person. I used to meet him daily in the beach. He goes for a walk and jog. So this shocked me, but at that time I didn't know what the reason was. After 2 weeks, somebody saw on my Facebook wall and they called me. Some friend's friend actually called me and asked, "Hey, this guy I know from school. How do you know him?" So I told he's part of my Rotary. He's doing this. He's there. Suddenly he went off. So this guy doesn't hardly sleep. He was part of the classmate. He's just so competitive. He does everything exceedingly well, but he used to reduce his sleep, and that is after family goes to sleep. Also, he'll work because he is so driven on work that that this could have happened because of that. That kind of woke me up because earlier I was a runner. Same thing happened with an MNC head, which really scared us. And so this, when I realized that good people, people who can contribute so much to society, can be taken away just like that. Right? This is a more pressing problem than the other course which I was building, which was to do with cash flow growth, igniting. So I just dropped everything and full force I got it. It became a mission. I don't know. I mean, just like that, in 2 hours, I announced a course and I started this particular journey. And I'm finding it very rewarding because of immediately help is people are getting help immediately. And that beauty, I mean, it's really priceless. That's all I can say.
Okay. So that's good to know, like how you started and why the strong reason why you want to actually spread this awareness on sleep. But even said that a lot of people actually have a lot of work to be done on a daily basis because of this competitive world. Even you mentioned that just right now, like they want to work more, they want achieve something, they have so many things, and the sleep is actually become less priority. Now why do you think sleep is so important? Why it is very important in life for anyone?
See, after this incident, I've done a lot of research. Like I do almost 10, 12 hours of research daily on this. And I follow neuroscientists who's doing sleep research for the last 20 years. And what I'm finding is that this is so important to us, but normally we wouldn't know. I mean, before this death, don't know about this. And everybody, I mean, I also used to think it's okay if we don't sleep. I have a party or I'm studying, there's an important delivery tomorrow. I have to, get the project ready. All these things I've also done. Okay. But I didn't know the importance of it. All right. Luckily, it didn't affect my sleep. But after starting this program, I'm meeting people who have lived like that for 5 years, 10 years without, I mean, very less sleep. And now they are on lifelong medication, psychiatric medication and things like that. These are like, it becomes a life sentence. You see, you can lose your life or you can get into a life sentence with medicines and a terrible life, because you're a reduced person. Who you were when you were sleeping properly to what you became when you started reducing, because all the healing which happens in sleep is denied to you, and some permanent damage happens to you, and that is very scary. And I want people to understand it, which is why I have started this particular program. And
That's a super initiative. But what is, according to you, a good sleep? Like, what is the right time to sleep? What is the right time to wake up? How many hours minimum somebody needs to sleep? Can you
very
just?
good question. Very good question. Actually, see, when we follow, let us say, Elon Musk, or I mean, so many successful people, they say that I sleep 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, things like that. And those of us who are growing as a businessman, we also want to put 100%, we want to put 200%, 300%. So we want to put in as many hours as they are doing because they are successful. So because of which we've got sidetracked. I mean, the fact is, sleep is 3 million years old. It's 3 million years old because from a primate, it's an evolution, right? It has gone on by iteration. It's evolved to what it was today, all right? For the last 80 years, after artificial light has come, electricity, artificial light devices, and workload has increased and all that. What we are seeing is night is also day. So our body clock is getting affected. The actual thing is you are supposed to go along with the circadian rhythm, which is the sunset and the sunrise. So after 6 o'clock, you should start winding down and go to sleep around 9, between 8 and 10. Okay, is a good time to go to sleep, and wake up between 4 and 6 or 5 and 7, depending on which part of the hemisphere earth you are in. So there is a broadly you follow that. So you can be awake 2-3 hours after sunset and wake up an hour or so before sunrise. That is the right thing in terms of getting a proper sleep. In terms of healing, if you were to see 11 to 2, that is night 11 to 2, you should be in deep sleep.
Okay.
So that means by 10 you should have slept off.
Okay.
So that 11 to 2, all that repair is happening free. You don't need medication. You don't have to see doctors. Your body will self-repair. Housekeeping will happen. It's automated. We cannot control it. But if we miss that time, we miss that housekeeping,
Okay.
unfortunately. That is what is happening, and a lot of people are paying for it with bad health and bad mood or poor productivity. All of those things start happening after that.
Okay, it can't reschedule how we reschedule our other work. It will only work in that particular time is what you precisely said. Thank you for that. And
Correct word you said, correct word. Actually, you have to schedule your sleep also as part of your project, because that sleep will help your project.
okay,
Okay, but we think it is a disturbance to the project. That is where the problem is. You
okay.
schedule the sleep, you're good. That's
Super.
all.
Thank you. And a lot of people want to know more about it. It is the problem is we can just listen to these information, but it is tough to follow. So how to follow this? How to do this practically? What kind of challenges will there? For all these problems only, you are actually created a 21-day challenge course. So if
Correct.
somebody want to attend your course and to have a deep sleep, because right now they have the sleep disorders or other issues with sleep. So if they want to be a part of it, when is the next batch happening? I know that you have already done few batches, but when is the next batch is happening so that people who are watching this video can join for your batch?
Yeah, next Thursday we have a batch, 24th, I think.
Okay.
Next Thursday,
Okay.
yeah, Thursday is 24th. 8 to 9 p.m. is a batch.
Okay. From 24th, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is it every day?
Every day, 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
On weekends, we have a recorded class so they can watch anytime. But weekdays, it's 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
The thing is continuous info. It's a habit change, no?
Okay.
So that 21 days is required to shift the habit.
Yeah, I was about to ask. So, what kind of benefits they can feel within themselves once they complete this 21-day challenge and once they start implementing what they are learning? So, what is that they'll get from it?
What we've seen is we've had 3 batches which have passed out. This is the 4th batch which is running. What they've seen is they become calmer. They are able to deal with things because they become more mindful, right? And they are present fully, all right, even during the day. And at night, the thoughts which they used to have earlier gets reduced because there's a lot of techniques which are taught that they can, otherwise a lot of thoughts going on running, it prevents us from sleeping. So those thoughts start reducing. And so you develop techniques which will help you take control of your mind, because the mind is the friend and enemy. Actually, he is your best friend and the worst enemy. So we have to manage the mind so that you can go to sleep. And once you learn to manage your mind, you can manage the mind outside also, during the day also. So that's what you'll be taking away. That's a key.
Oh, so I think that will be a super takeaway for all those who participate in this. So thank you very much for this initiative and for also participating in today's Startup Fight show. So that people got some quick tips about how to have a good sleep, and I hope they will get more from your 21-day goals. So thank you for joining today.
And thus, thank you. And it was my pleasure to, address through this channel. And I wish your startup, community grows into something really big. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much for inviting me to this show,
Thank
and
you.
look forward to seeing the more shows of yours.
Thank,
Okay. Thank you
thank
so much.
you. Sir.
Bye-bye. Take
And
care. Bye-bye.
thank you. And for all those who are watching, so you just heard about one new initiative in our today's Startup Bite show. I will come back to you with one other initiative by an aspiring entrepreneur or a startup or an entrepreneur, so that you know more about what is coming up outside world, what you can make use of, and how you can uplift yourself. So thank you very much. Please do share this video to all your contacts so that they can also get benefited. See you. All the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.